So until we can even that out, oh, wow. They don't want to deal with it. Okay, what else do you got?
There goes that. Yeah, you can see the coach of Masters 3 on the right side of your screen. Not even going to be reading bans off to his team right now. Oh, there he goes. One word each. Shen, Twisted Fate, Rise.
Wow, all 3 target bans. So naturally, Rio had the Soraka last game, Looper had a fantastic Olaf game, and that Lee Sin is targeted directly at Conde.
Oh, interesting.
Rise, yeah.
Yep.
They have to
Gragas
pick up Lulu.
banned away, and Rise insta-locked for Koro. Kallista's open as well. Don't know that SMLZ is much of a Kallista player.
He plays it.
We'll see how he performs on this set, as he is going back up against Deft, but there's no way you can let Deft get that champion on top of the Rise.
You need to pick up Lulu. I have a feeling second rotation from EDG is going to be Janna Lulu.
And just outrun Masters 3 across the map. Nidalee currently being looked at by Condi.
That's surprising. Condi doesn't normally play Nidalee.
We'll see if he sticks to it or if he swaps it over at the last second.
You have your pick of any jungler.
Oh, first pick Cassiopeia for
There we
Dade. Rek'Sai now being looked at for Condi.
Much stronger. So again, we talked about statistically relevant champions for Condi. Ones that he has a decent win rate on. Rek'Sai is the answer for that. Dade going back to the tried and true Cassiopeia. He has a very interesting build in Cassie. He likes to rush Rylai's, I think, second rotation for her. So tier into Rylai's, into Merc Treads, into Abyssal. And obviously the last time, he actually hasn't played it on the new patch, I don't think, and that itemization got a straight up buff coming over to the 5.13 patch.
In answer, Edward Gaming are going to pick up their AD carry and support, Deft and Mako. Now taking that Kallista and Thresh. Answer, yeah. Pantheon and Quinn locked in for Masters 3.
And I can't even say that this is the first time Quinn's been played in the LPL. It's the second time Quinn's been played in the LPL. The first time was by SMLZ, and it lost miserably. I would only expect the same. I'm a little bit curious if Looper's playing Pantheon or Rek'Sai in the top lane, and if Condi's playing Pantheon or Rek'Sai in the jungle.
Interesting to see that pickup, but Edward Gaming looking for their last set right now. It's mid laner and jungler for EDG. Clearlove says, hover Udyr. Yeah, don't worry, it'll throw him off. Trust me.
I have not seen him play Udyr. There we go.
Yeah.
Here we go.
The signature Nunu flash wall snowball.
The Clearlove special. Okay, so they're not playing Lulu. The reason why I thought that they would do Janna Lulu is because the last time they ran a Rise comp, they picked up a lot of movement speed, Sivir, Janna, Lulu, and they just zipped Koro around.
Yeah.
Got him in range of that 600 snare. But instead, they're going to empower Pawn. You've got the Nunu there, so it's going to give his attack speed not only to Callista, but likewise to those Sand Soldiers.
I have no idea
He's
what
playing
the roster
Pantheon
for Masters
support.
3 is.
He's playing Pantheon support.
Oh yeah, it is Ruo.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
That is a kill lane. It is Quinn Pantheon bottom.
If we catch you with a stun, you gon' die.
Now, this is before your time, Seda, but SMLZ, when he played for World Elite Academy as their AD carry, a lane that he was very famous for was his Urgot Nasus.
Nasus.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it was Nasus support, and Urgot AD carry. And this was before Urgot was actually a thing. Is he playing Brand?
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Cassiopeia top lane for Looper. Brand mid lane for Dade. Quinn AD carry. Pantheon support.
I can't even make this up. That is a Cassiopeia, Rek'Sai, Brand, Quinn, and Pantheon team comp.
Oh.
Versus the zone control, space control, Callista, Rise, Azir combo.
Yeah, this is a very strong setup from Edward Gaming, and Masters 3 just went full solo queue.
Win lane, win game. It's the last time that they'll be able to play in the LPL.
This year.
Yep.
They might come back next year as... Oh no, if they make playoffs, they're still in the LPL.
Yep. If they get kicked out. But
Then
it's the last time that they'll play in the LPL this year.
Yes.
Yeah. See?
They could come back, but we'll see how that ends up working out. The two teams are prepping and ready to go with this last set between Masters 3 and Edward Gaming. We're running through Cassiopeia top lane versus Rise, Koro versus Looper. In the jungle, it's Clearlove's Nunu versus Kandi's Rek'Sai.
Probably the most normal matchup that we're going to have in this game. In the mid lane, it's going to be Dade versus Pawn, Azir versus Brand.
Yeah, that's going to be fun. On the AD carry side, it's Deft and SMLZ on Kalista and Quinn. I hear blinds are nice.
Yeah, the only AD carry to have a blind, so it's very difficult to outduel her. But joining them in the support role, your eyes do not deceive you. That's Ruo and Mako, and that is Thresh and Pantheon.
Masters 3 looking to end off their 2016 LPL career with a bang. Question is, will it be an explosive pop or just a fizzle? We'll find out as we're getting into game. Welcome back, everyone. It's Edward Gaming versus Masters 3. We're in week 11, day 2, set 2, game 2, 27 seconds in. But EDG versus Masters 3. It's a wacky sort of team composition out of Masters 3.
But not unexpected. Again, this is not the first time that we've seen Quinn in the LPL. SMLZ did it before. Has not won on it. So
he's single-handedly trying to improve that champion's win rate.
I appreciate him.
In the LPL.
Ruo, known for playing Aurelia support.
And Shen support.
And Aurelia support, now taking his chance at Pantheon. Now Pantheon's running Ignite. This is how this works. Pantheon stuns you. Quinn jumps on you. And they try to kill you. That's how that works.
So we're expecting some action early on in the bottom lane?
It has to be. It has to be a kill lane. You're bringing CC. You have excellent execution damage just because of how Pantheon's passive will work on his passive, his crit, on his spear. I'm actually making a throwing motion. You can't see it.
You just have to imagine.
Yeah.
It's actually rather Olympic. She's standing on top of the desk right now. Dade playing Brand in the mid lane, taking it into Pawn's Azir.
It's also taking Flask, so he expects to trade early and often. So naturally, Azir will have a range advantage, although we also have some level 1.
Dodge it, dodge
This is like a mini game.
Yeah, I know.
Wow.
Kandi and Ruo gonna
Were they
make it
spotted?
through. I don't believe that they were. Here's Kandi. Oh, he doesn't get the smite steal. They turned for Koro. Flash is used, and Ignite burns them away, but they will get some of this tasty, tasty experience. Deft and Looper.
He didn't even smite.
Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh, no. Looper's like, oh, man, I didn't want this.
It's okay, he doesn't have Ren, so he can't slow him or find execute damage because he took Wraith first to cover Clearlove's jungle.
Yeah, here comes Mako, too. He's coming around from behind as well. Looper. Oh, no, he could be caught here.
Get in there.
Oh, Mako misses the hook. Oh, Ruo once again on the roam. Looking with Kandi to find Pawn. Doesn't find him. Buys Dade some time, but the early gank attempts are not quite successful for Masters 3.
So let's recap. Kandi attempted to make the steal, didn't quite get the smite off. What does this mean? As Ruo walks casually back through the mid lane. It really just means a delayed jungle start time for this Rek'Sai. That said, Rek'Sai, one of the fastest clear times of any jungler, won't be in too much trouble. But it should also be noted that Deft and Mako choosing to dodge out from the Quinn and Pantheon kill lane bottom. So obviously, at some point, your Thresh is going to provide more utility than your Pantheon. Mako finds play.
Deft is taking a lot of poison, however.
He's taking a lot of, the big thing is he tanked the mechanic creep as he was trying to get into range to follow up on Mako's CC.
Looper down here, Ruo down as well. Looks to break this potential siege from Deft, and Mako looks to be successful as Clearlove steals away one of the tasty chickens of Gandhi.
Ruo still just trying to roam around, kind of doing his best pseudo-Braum impression. Abuse early level Pantheon, but not finding anything.
Quite. SMLZ will get some harass on the Koro, as we do have a single lane on the bottom side. SMLZ does get a lot of solo experience in this set.
上你看到了什么？
Very helpful on Quinn. You know, her ultimate is very game-changing. The ability to turn into a bird. No, it actually is fairly decent if you think about how it's going to impact her mobility to impact the rest of the map. So if, right now, getting this EXP advantage as or maybe Dove actually.
Okay, 3 members now. Clear Love is down here too. Oh, snare finds Ruo. Not enough mana from Koro. Ruo does have his flash. He might have to use it. Stun comes across onto Koro. Quinn chasing around from the far side. Kandi just going to zone them away.
And the reason why Clearlove is collapsing down bottom, he understood that Ruo and Kandi were in the area, but he needs to make sure that they can't dive. Again, Pantheon passive is so good at diving turrets, knowing that you can block that extra turret shot, despite the fact that he's down to EXP. But I want to go back to Quinn. Quinn's in an isolated lane, going to get her ultimate fairly early. Nice thing about Quinn's ultimate is that it gives her so much mobility, she could very quickly get to the mid lane and attempt to make an assassination play on Pawn.
Dive on the Looper. They could be looking for first blood right now. The last auto attack secures it, and a Lantern gets Dev to safety.
Speaking of diving, Looper had his flash available, so that's just a straight misplay as Kandi and Ruo actually about to flash over this wall.
Yeah, they double flash, triple flash, and a kill. Ruo actually is the one to get it.
It's about sending a message, Seda.
Yeah. 3 flashes, 1 kill. Ooh, Looper continuing to turn this around. The CC is traded across. He looks for the damage, double flash.
Yeah, okay, so what happened right there is Deft flashed away from the poison, so he dodged it so that Looper couldn't reset another E on top of him. But Looper flashed simultaneously. They went in opposite directions, so Deft couldn't get the immediate assassination on the Rend pull. Gets it, isn't quite enough.
Looper is going to get a chance to heal back up. Looks like Koro's still headed down to the bottom lane, so I don't think we're going to get a chance to see any sort of duo action. As I say it, Ruo actually heads to the top. He's spotted out by a ward. Was placed a little bit earlier, so not going to see too much yield of that, whereas Pawn now level 6.
It is really important and really important that Rise doesn't have his tier yet. It's 6 minutes, 52 seconds into this game. We see that Looper has already gone back and gotten his. Naturally, because he was first blooded, he had the opportunity before teleporting back to lane. Koro is not on time.
Oh, looks like we might see a lane swap initiated. SMLZ in the bottom, but Looper's on this side of the map as well. That's going to put all 5 members of Masters 3 on this side of the map. Kandi level 5, Ruo level 3, Dade level 6. Large wave being shoved up. Ward is going to spot out those 2 members, now soon to be 3. They're looking for a vision. They're going to look for the dive, but here's Mako and Clearlove.
The instantaneous regret as Kandi comes in with the burrow. Doesn't decide to commit to it. So that's why SMLZ walked past the tower, pressed his W, was checking to see if Mako and Clearlove were around. Just barely missed them, but thankfully for Masters 3, they didn't pull the trigger.
Yeah. Kandi, whoa, gets caught out by Pawn, knocked back into it. Mako flashes over the wall. Flay pulls him out of the tunnel. Kandi goes down to Pawn.
So Mako forced to flash out because he doesn't connect on the death sentence. Does flash over, does a brilliant job compensating for it by landing the Flay to deny the unburrow.
Very solid play from Edward Gaming to secure those kills. 2-1 right now, a 1,300 gold lead. And so far, the win lane win game of Masters 3 not looking too hot.
Yeah, pretty much falling down in every front. Again, we talked about how their composition is a little bit wonky, doesn't quite synergize very well with each other. They have, you know, good AoE damage. They're also getting ganked.
Yeah, SMLZ forced to use the ultimate. They might try to collapse onto Ruo. He makes it out barely. Oh, the CC locks him out. School zone. Clearlove secures the kill.
Even without the flash, finding the Flay, immediately answering that into a slow, allows Rise to catch back up, gets the 600 range snare, and then follows up the death sentence onto the immobile target. So just a beautiful chain of CC from EDG.
Yeah, take a look at the difference between Mako and Ruo right now. Level 6 to level 3. pretty stark contrast. And with Ruo netting the only kill for Masters 3, the gold is definitely not where it should be. We'll have to see if Masters 3 can find a way to balance this out, or if EDG are just going to run away with the game.
And this is the big thing about, you know, a kill lane support like this, when someone pulls a Syndra support, a LeBlanc support, Pantheon support. We've all seen these in the LPL. I'm not even just making this up.
Yeah. Oh, ultimate is used. Looks like they're trying to dive. Def Dade shows. He gets knocked out of the Pyroclasm. Still manages to get it off, but Koro teleport snares him long enough to die. Kandi's engaging as well. Def did go down, but that's 2 kills for 1, and Masters 3 are falling apart at the seams.
Just trying to make anything happen around the map, but getting so overzealous and very greedy. And EDG, reading Masters 3 like a book, are always in time for the counter gate. That's, what, the 3rd time in a row now?
Yeah, definitely not working out for Masters 3 as they cannot find kills. SMLZ and Ruo will find some time on the bottom tier 1 turret, but it looks like Mako, Clearlove, and Koro might do the same on the opposite side of the map. Could be a tier 1 for a tier 1 trade, and Masters 3 desperately need the gold.
Just trying to deny as much EXP as possible before sending that one down. However, Koro will answer on the top side, and likewise, Pawn has Dade's tower just under half health.
Can't quite break it down, though. Clearlove is once again going to secure Scuttle Crab. And yeah, there goes Ruo and SMLZ. Looper continuing to farm up in the top. He's taking the patient route with this tier and null magic cancel.
Big thing, though, is that Masters 3 haven't been able to transition on early dragon control, which makes sense because they're not the team with Kalista and Nunu. But the fact that EDG have traded even on towers, especially on the top side of the map, and then also have the Kalista and the Nunu, it pretty much guarantees them that unless M3 make a massive pick here, that dragon is theirs.
Yeah, they're continuing to look for these picks. Kandi roaming all across the map. The Moby boots of Ruo have already walked quite a large distance as he's continuing to net income. Clearlove on the invade looks again to steal away the Raptor camp from Kandi. Just going to try harassing, pinging forward. Dade is safe.
As we continue to look down at the bottom lane. Yeah, pretty slow going right now. EDG looks like they were manufacturing some sort of play in mid lane, aren't able to connect with it, although Dade is about half health, half mana. You'd think that EDG could translate that into a possible dragon control, but they seem entirely uninterested in it.
Kandi and Looper are waiting. Pawn just used his Q forward. Oh, yeah, there's the Azir slide. Here comes Ruo. Dark Passage gets him right out.
A lot used up trying to track down that Azir. Again, no one pulling the trigger on this dragon. And to me, it's in EDG's hands, because again, the Nunu and the Kalista control with Rend as well as Consume, but entirely uninterested. They'd rather prioritize, you know, shadowing underneath their Azir or their Nunu. Or excuse me, Rise.
Farm priority is getting him a nice amount of CS. He catches right back up to Looper. And Looper going for the defensive build with Merc Treads first. Not going to be able to trade too much with Rise, who does provide the late game assurance with the Catalyst and Tier.
That said, that tier came out very late for Koro. We talked about how that was a post 7-minute tier. I didn't actually quite catch the exact timer for it, but it's going to be a while before that one stacks up and Rise really gets rolling. A little bit of compensation, though, because he does have 2 early kills as well as the assist. But when your item power spikes are based off of time versus gold income.
Masters 3, 5 members group in the mid lane. Koro trying to recall. He's almost got out. Oh, Ruo can't catch up.
Ruo is trying so hard.
Yeah, I know. He really is.
Oh, this is the thing. So, kill lane supports. So, naturally, it makes a 2v2 scary, so EDG looks for the lane swap. But what you're sacrificing is your utility and your relevance late game. So Pantheon, you know, he's got decent utility. He can tower dive. He's got a stun. But it's really about his early game presence and his ability to snowball. If you just dodge it, wait out, it's going to fall off. It has a very small window of opportunity. And that's all EDG did, and now Masters 3 are going to get punished by this pick.
We can see Dragon was just secured by Edward Gaming. That's the first one for them. Masters 3 not able to respond in any way, shape, or form. They're down about 2,000 gold from laning phase alone. Looking for picks, looking for kills, looking for something, but you just can't find it against EDG.
Doing a good job just playing very reactive to Masters 3 movements on the map. We've talked about how many times they've shown up for counter ganks behind towers. I think 4 times this game so far, and now just setting up a very slow and patient siege.
Koro with a bit of a flank, trying to zone some people away. Ping's now going out. SMLZ is caught by the death sentence. Forced to ulti away, take some more damage, but he will escape with his life.
Yeah, Mako not quite getting the Lantern down for Deft in time to hold him close enough to impact that fight. But that said, even though they don't get the kill, they get what they came for, which is this bottom tier tower. Mid-tier tower is also just a stiff breeze away from going down, so should be a fairly easy rotation.
Oh, SMLZ gets caught again, ends up being dropped. Ruo is able to flash away to safety, but Koro trying to bait it out with the snare. He drops it, dodges the ultimate of Looper. He's at low health. Mako trying to kite it a little bit more. Stun finds it, but Ruo gets pulled in. He's destroyed. Kandi gets knocked up. He just doesn't have enough. He gets dropped as well. EDG 8-2.
And here comes Dade. No, not quite in range. They're going to disengage.
He does have Pyroclasm. Burned his ghost to get in. Looper might be caught, but gets out.
EDG looking for some outplay potential by playing with Fog of War. Can't connect with their skill shots. Decide not to pull the trigger on that fight.
Things definitely going in EDG's way as they're finding pick after pick and kill after kill. They're doing what M3's team composition is built around better with a different team.
Blue team's turret has
They also
been
have much more
destroyed.
cohesion
Yeah.
across their composition. Again, it's about creating space and time for this Callista and this Rise. Primarily Callista to hop around in the back.
Uh-oh. He's about to be caught by Koro's Smite. Whoa!
Get him out of there. Good job.
He skedaddles his way to safety.
Consolation prize.
Blue buff. Hey! On a manaless champion. What?
Denies it from Azir. Big deal.
Yep. Azir telling his Sand Soldier to shut up.
I don't think that's what he said.
Drops it in the river.
Okay.
SMLZ and Ruo are now on the top side. Kandi trying to clear out his Krug camp. We'll now see that Mako is over there. 2v3. Mako's in a bad spot. He doesn't have Flash or Ignite. He's already down to half health. Ruo, he can't make up his mind who he wants. He turns now onto Koro. Mako drops the ultimate. Dade looks to clean up Mako. He goes down, and Koro, will die to SMLZ.
With so many resources committed top from Masters 3, however, they do sacrifice their second tier bottom tower. So EDG opening up the map even further on the bottom side offers them so much more dragon control.
Things definitely looking up for Masters 3 after netting that kill, but they do trade all of that control. I'm not so certain that they're focused on 5 dragons. Uh-oh, Clear Love. Might be caught by the Grand Skyfall, but Flash gets him out.
Consumes the Raptor, flashes the wall. There we go. Pond's gonna get his blue buff.
The Clear Love special.
EDG have been spotted out by Masters 3 before. They could attempt to front a fight here, but Pond doing a great job zoning Dade out.
He is going to steal away the blue. Secured by Pond. Uh-oh, there goes the hook. Ah!
Nice flash from Dade.
Alley-oop gets dodged. Dade gets out with his life, though EDG get out with the blue buff.
So other things to take note of. Where is this Rise? Because Rise has primary kills, and he's about to get ganked.
He is. He does have his tier 2 boots. Ruo lands the stun. They're trying to go for the murder comp. Ruo is destroyed. Koro trying to turn it around. A double kill for Koro. SMLZ and Ruo did not expect that.
Round 3, here comes Kandi.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no. He doesn't
do
have his
it?
ultimate just yet.
Can he
Kandi's trying
do
to
it?
get in. Looper also waiting, but now there's Clear Love from behind. Kandi decides he doesn't want anything to do with this. The snare locks him down. Absolute Zero trades more damage. Here's Looper. The flash stun is going to be able to find Koro. He's burning down. They managed to net the kill. He's still alive. Koro managing to stay alive. Looper trying to go toe-to-toe with Clear Love. They're kiting it out at max range. Oh, he picks it up. A little bit of misplay. Ends up being the death of Koro. Looper nets that, but Clear Love gets out.
the instantaneous regret from SMLZ and Ruo
Yeah.
to try to 2v1 Rise. They die.
Dade's caught. Caught between Def and Pawn, former teammates.
This is the story of this game.
Yeah, they spare him no mercy.
I was just going to say, you know, multiple members of Masters 3 equating to one member of EDG.
SMLZ really wants this kill onto Deft.
I want to see the outplay.
Yeah, well, here it is.
That's cheating. SMLZ is now caught on the wrong side. Doesn't have bird form.
Doesn't have anything. He's running as fast as his bird legs can carry him. Koro's like, all right, round 2, let's go. He finds Looper, the slow.
Attacks the slow.
Yeah, trying to catch up. Mako kills SMLZ. We saw that coming a mile away, but Looper, will he be able to escape? He's running as best he can. Nope, Snare finds him.
Oh, go Looper.
Dodges one. He's dodging around now. Dodges another. Oh, but just doesn't have enough. Koro nets it.
Valor, what do you see up there?
Peace. I'm out.
Okay, Ruo.
Pawn might be. No, he's fine.
Oh.
Trying to outplay here. He's looking for Ruo. Oh, man. Pawn with the execution. Finds Dade.
Oh!
Pyroclasm doesn't have enough damage. He's burning. He's burning. He's trying to find it. Dade nets the execution. That's all he wanted.
World Championship, what? 2 OGN titles!
The rest of EDG are on the Baron 20 minutes in. Kandi is in the area, however. He does have his smite, level 11 to the level 11 of Clear Love. Death Sentence gets him over the wall. Could he be going for the steal? You're going way too soon there, friend. He looks for the fight with the rest of Masters 3.
My God.
They're not quite able to pull it off. Looper gets a huge stun, but they managed to pick off one kill. Pawn and Deft are still dead. SMLZ can't make up his mind, and EDG evacuate the area.
I'm so glad we got a show game. I'm so glad we got a show game. You know, Masters 3, they're like, you know, if we take one game off of EDG, we guarantee ourselves for the playoffs, we can do it. SML's like, you know what, I'd really like to play Quinn.
I really want to play Quinn, guys.
And Dade's like, Brand?
No, first pick me Cassiopeia. No, Brand.
No, I don't want Cassie. Give me Brand. So, thank you.
And then Ruo's in support center, guys. I'm just going to play top lane from the support position. So, 22 minutes in. EDG are up 15 to 8, 5,000 and a half gold ahead. This is their second dragon they're securing now with Clear Love.
21 minutes second dragon. Right on time, boys.
Exactly.
Thank goodness we have Azir.
Ooh, Pawn.
New
Ruo,
Callista.
he's got the Rylai's. He's doing a lot of damage. Ruo so low, just gets destroyed.
Oh.
Flash play finds Dade. Mako might die, but oh no, he in fact lands a hook as well. Pawn turns it around. 3 kills, Edward Gaming.
Just styled on. At this point, playing with their food a bit.
Ooh, Kandi finds Clear Love. Looper is coming to join the fight. The dynamic duo from previous times looking to get some revenge for some their shenaniganery. They pick up a 4th kill, but lose their support. Looper, the sole survivor.
Meanwhile, a nice wave can build up into the top lane, or they could just fall back to the Baron, because again, they have new Callista Azir.
They are trying
Round
to shred
2.
through its health. Ruo's got his ultimate. Let's see if he can time the man drop properly. Double wards, they're not going to be cleared out. There's the absolute 0 as well. EDG trying to secure it. There's the man drop. It's too little too late. Ruo goes in. 1v4 gets destroyed.
Looper was there to the side, does not commit with the ultimate, didn't have flash available, so can't get an incredible ult in the Baron pit like he did last time. Ruo, though, respect. 162, just needs another longsword.
Yeah, that's all he needs. Guys, what's this Sightstone thing?
That's a solid build, though. You can turn that into a Brutalizer and Yomo's Ghostblade.
And having longsword to spare.
Yeah.
That one's for the Sword of Being.
It was buy one, get one free.
Buy 2, get 1 free?
Yep.
That's the one. So, Baron buff, Edward Gaming, sieging down mid lane. Disaster for Masters 3.
Still a chance, though. You've got a wombo combo comp. I mean, let's really break down Masters 3 here. You got Cassiopeia, you got some Brand in there, you've got Quinn. All you gotta do is press all those R buttons at the same time. That's massive AoE damage and an execution.
Masters 3 aren't even responding to this siege down their mid lane. Looper gets destroyed as Looper and Dade try to kill Koro. Can't quite pull it off. SMLZ did kill Deft in the bottom along with Ruo, but their inhibitor's down, and EDG are just going to keep pushing.
Doesn't matter, they killed Deft.
Worth.
It's about sending a message.
WRF. EDG now on to Nexus turret number 1. They might actually be able to take this out. 3 versus 4. Wait, what? SMLZ canceled this recall. Never mind, they take the Nexus turret and skedaddle.
Here comes Quinn, though. Doesn't have ultimate, does have heal.
Oh. This game is brutal.
I don't know what you're talking about. It's riveting.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
Oh, Pawn.
Ooh, does so much damage. Kandi's coming in from the far side.
Looper.
Oh, there's the ultimate. Pawn taking some serious damage here. He dodges back around. Koro joins the fight. Pawn has died, but the rest of EDG just clean house. Ruo, the sole survivor, watches the Baroned up minions sieging forward now. They're going to get onto Nexus turret number 2, making sure they clean all those tasty red dots first.
From the initial slugfest of Game 1 to a 25-minute sweep from EDG, 25-11. EDG silence Masters 3's playoff run.
Oh,
Maybe they'll stall this out.
Might still be looking for it, yeah. They're just dancing around right now. Snare finds SMLZ. Oh! Hey! Mako got it. Ruo ulted around the backside. The minions are getting onto the Nexus now. Soon-ish. EDG are just going to leave. I guess, he got another kill now. Oh.
They're just,
I think you said it most aptly. They're playing with their food right now. Oh, Koro pops the wall. There's the Nexus. Finally ends up going down. EDG 2-0 over Masters 3.
in a very convincing fashion. The first game a little bit shaky, but you have to wonder how much of that was EDG just stretching their legs, experimenting, having some fun. Looks like Masters 3 were also having some fun on the back half of that.
Well,
Dade, that's his fun face.
Yes. Masters 3. So, currently at 22 points in the standings, in 8th place. It is possible for World Elite to pass them.
This is what this means now. WE have to win every single game to unseat Masters 3 from 8th.
Yes.
That is exactly what happened last split, and M3 didn't get to go to the playoffs.
You can see they're not looking too happy. I mean,
he just got to play Brand and Quinn.
Even if they do make the playoffs, if they're going to play games like that as compared to game number 1, it starts to raise some interesting questions for Masters 3.
They looked really good in game 1. Even their macro strategy, there was some kind of misplays. But again, we say this every time. It's the main thing to illustrate about M3. They have the skill ceiling, consistently hitting that skill ceiling. So I wouldn't be too worried and look at this game and say, okay, you know, Masters 3, they're on the downhill, they're not going to go anywhere, you're going to make playoffs, it's going to be a disaster. No, they did show decent in this set for the first game. Second game, I would just kind of slide that one underneath the rug.
We'll try to do our best to make sure that that never sees the light of day. But that is Edward Gaming taking the 2-0. They're still in first place, yes? First place.
That's what that game did to me.
Wow. At 45 points in the standings, no team can even break 40 points right now. Every single win that they take is just for funsies. Yeah,
EDG are guaranteed first place, Xiaogu are guaranteed second place, and now it's just kind of a mixture for third through fourth.
Yeah, well, we're going to go and take a quick break while we get ready for the next set. Don't go anywhere. The LPL will be right back.